Are you worried about Sabonis using the ball as a weapon in this game now that Draymond's not around?
Yeah, I
I mean,
thought you were gonna say,
it
Jay,
could
have
get
you ever
really
been attacked with a
dangerous.
basketball? That's what I thought you were gonna ask.
it it could get really dangerous out there. I mean,
Sure.
I'm afraid for Looney. I'm afraid for Kuminga now, who's probably going
Yeah.
to play a bigger role. You have to fear for Andrew Wiggins' safety. He's just
Uh-huh.
trying to get back in shape anyway. No, it is much worse to use your foot as a weapon than whatever Sabonis is doing with the basketball.
Yeah.
Is what I would say to that. I can't believe that they said that. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
they went
Come
in
They
on.
a
These
major
playoff
excuse
series
making
get
move
so
over
petty.
there.
this
Playoff
is
series get so petty.
you can't be the Warriors and then all of a sudden become the Rockets, where you just have this like nonsensical complaint to the league off. He's using the ball as a weapon. Like you
It's like,
can't do
listen,
that.
guys, you've been employing Draymond Green for the past decade. You can't complain about people being too physical in the playoffs.
You can't
Just pull up
complain
some of my
about
man's highlights.
that.
Like,
You can't complain about like, oh well, this guy said some things to the ref and you didn't tee him up. Like you can't do any of that stuff. Like it's just like Jay, what's going on?
I see. I don't think Draymond should have been suspended. I seem to be in a minority here.
Yeah.
I have never gotten as much hate on Twitter as I have over the past few days
Oh, you should write about banning the
for
charge. See what happens.
for saying, yeah, you must be in the middle of it right now. But like, okay, two reasons why I don't think. First, I think he Sabonis did grab his ankle,
Yeah.
and when you're in the middle of the moment, you have to free yourself from the ankle. And obviously, Draymond put extra on the stop. Like it wasn't just trying to get free from the ankle, but
Right.
it pains me that the guy who grabbed someone else's ankle has now been rewarded with Draymond getting ejected from that game and getting suspended from the next game.
Well, he does have a bruised sternum. So remember that, he's
yeah.
questionable with a bruised
Well,
sternum.
it's also until he misses a game, I'm going to go operate under the assumption that, like the Warriors, they are having some petty wars out there.
Yeah.
Um, and then the other reason he already got ejected from the last game, and that cost his team the win. Like that was a very close game. The Warriors basically didn't get a stop the rest of the game after Draymond got ejected. He's already been punished in a major manner, and if you're gonna look back to his history, he's already been punished for all that stuff too. He had a championship taken away from him because he got suspended in the finals. And so to me, like, this is an overreaction. It's a suspension when they didn't need to suspend him, but Draymond doesn't get the benefit of the doubt, and that's his fault. So he has to live with that.
Will, do you think that missing the final 7-0-3 or whatever that was of game 2, do you think that is enough punishment or that it warranted something else?
Yeah, I'm with Jay. You're not in a minority on this show. I don't think he should have been suspended for the game. And it was weird because we never see the NBA go on like a press tour to explain why they're
Yeah, that
suspending
was weird.
somebody.
Yeah,
I've
that,
never
that
seen
was
anything
weird.
like
That's a
that
good
before.
point. Yeah.
But yeah, I really, honestly, I think we wouldn't be having this discussion if Draymond didn't go Macho Man Randy Savage in front of the Kings crowd and decided to just start screaming at people out of nowhere. I think that whole spectacle kind of took it to a whole different level. And it's
That
like, all
was
right,
wild.
Draymond. It's like I think the league was like, all right, Draymond, you're wilding. You need to take a seat now
Right.
just because you're doing too much. And I just think, again, like Jay said, Draymond can't blame anybody but himself for this one. They can be mad at the league. They could be mad at Sabonis for using a basketball as a weapon. But at the end of the day, if Draymond, if you weren't wilding out, stepping on people, yelling at the crowd, you'd be playing in game 3. And if this season comes to an end now, they can't point the finger at anybody else. I'm sure they're going to find a way to point it at somebody. But it's Draymond, always straddling that line, and this time he went over it, and he's paying the cost.
How does he's throwing it at people? He's hitting them in the face with it. He's pushing them with it. How do you use the basketball as a weapon in game?
I haven't seen it.
I've never seen it.
Let's just say that I have not seen Sabonis using
I
the
will
basketball as a
say
weapon.
there wasn't it one of the Morris
DeJounte
twins
Murray.
that bopped somebody on that's upside the head with the ball one time?
Yeah.
Y'all
Remember
that?
DeJounte Murray and was it summer
I do with
basketball? He was just
Yes.
trying to wake up or
Yeah,
something.
he was just
Yes.
Yeah. So
all right.
if Sabonis was out there doing that, I would give it to him.
I
But
feel
he's
like
not.
we would have seen it if he was doing that.